Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers should use caution when viewing this film, as it may contain images and voices of deceased persons.
You have to believe what you see, you know, and what we've achieved. But we've worked together. Jimmy, like Jimmy and Walter, we worked together. And we looked at each other's idea, you know, what we're trying to achieve, what we aim for. And we picked it up. Jimmy said, look, I'm not here to work for myself. I'm here for the future generation. We had faith in the staff that we worked with, and it was tireless work by the staff. There was a lot of work and a lot of money put into it, and I just can't thank them enough for really what they've done and what they've done to the Tiwi people.
He's dancing there at the Wakamani ceremony. And most of them people who died, they were the leaders. They'd be happy that with this plantation and this wood chip going out, and the new port, and plus, like, you know, there's good that Tiwi people doing something to get our people of welfare and create more jobs for young people, and you know.
The old people said to me and my members on the land council, we got to attract visitors and investors to come to the island for land development, land tenure, to benefit all Tiwi. It's a dream from our old people. That was their mission statement. They said to me and my members, we got to carry our people with us. Wherever we go, we got to make sure every family and they have children to have jobs. It's very important, you know, because sitting down, unemployment is not good.
Yeah, I reckon.
People get sick, get lazy.
Welcome back, listeners. This is Radio
Billy, come on,
2213
give us a hand
coming
here.
to you live from the sunny Tiwi Island. In the studio, we have B2M.
Deception, all the dots connect to me on the streets, and like a yellow brick road, I leave a scar wherever I go. Anybody gotta know who's up, who's down. Everybody wanna be like us.
Well, all this is set up by our leaders. Our old leaders have passed away, and this is their dream to have established this community up in terms of, you know, getting our people into jobs and running our own economy, businesses, encouraging other clan groups. It's about being stronger and having that vision for the future, for the children and for the whole community, because we all benefit from it, not just the TOs, it's the communities.
Yep, a real job on the island, that can people stay and work on the island, such as the college. And the plantations. With the port itself, generate the jobs for people to go and work for real jobs. Leasing a land is not about giving it all away. It's about developing jobs and economy for everybody. And for the benefit of the people. Because the government won't keep on handing out everything, giving us, so we have to start doing our own business on the island.
The older people in the past, they stayed firm and they said never give up. We want this forestry project happen. And we nearly there. And I'm really happy with what they did. And I got to continue on what they left off.
Years they've taken our very own, but we have a new back now. They back where they belong, yeah. When we were down in the knee.
We're all Tiwis, and a lot of people that have been involved with it. It's been a long time coming, and it was really, a really great sense of relief, more or less, when we actually saw the actual opening. And I think it's going to be a fabulous thing for all Tiwis, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to see more Tiwis get involved in this.
Money and, nice to work and get to meet different people, meet them, talk to them, make friends, and welcome them in my country.
Do the training today with truck. We're doing training with Lucky, driver training. Ready for that big truck, for the harvester.
I've been here for 9 years working on this project, and I do that because I believe in this project. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the Tiwi elders and the support that they gave early on in these projects, and they actually believed in it. Tiwi stood up and said, we'll take this on, this is our future. Forestry's a long time association with this island and Tiwis, and now it's coming back and they're starting to line their pockets, and I really feel glad for them. They're in the right, they had the right mindset, and they're really trying to do something about it, which is great.
I think back in the early days we went down, we've been, with the executive team and the support of the elders, we've been halfway around the world to seek investors to bring back here. We've been down to places like Albany where they've got a major forest with blue gum. We've seen the stockpiles there, and just going down to the port reminded me of those trips. It's actually coming into fruit, and we haven't got 20 metres high of wood chip yet, but it's getting there. We've got trucks running 24/7, and Tiwi's working, involved, and living in the camps there. They're enjoying it, and the port's getting ready to start shipping out, and we're just anxious to see the ship come in, actually.
Yep, we almost there, and shouldn't be long now. We should be getting our first shipment from the harbour that we're actually doing now, and that wood chip to overseas, to Asia. Now we got scientists from Melbourne and University and trying to work with us and trying to keep that partnership together to work with the land, and so we can protect all the species. We got some people, some rangers, land rangers, locals working to check up donuts, goshawks and all that. So in certain areas, so we're trying to keep good impact for every species to protect.
with us land rangers, I think, when we talk about environmental or with our job with land management, we're making sure we want to do, we want to try and keep the place free of pests and weeds, and sometimes it'll take over years, but it's about, making sure, we do the proper process.
We haven't gone shortcut at all. We haven't. Because, it's pointless trying to go shortcut because the authorities say, well, you haven't done this, and then we have to go back. But we haven't gone shortcut at all. We've employed a environmentalist, been there for 20-odd years, and we're happy, that we've got someone that would do the work and be able to do what's required by the authorities.
The protection of the environment is something that's very integral, so it's not something that's tacked on to the end. So it's very much not about let's develop the land for jobs and education. We better think about the environment too. Tiwi have never lost the connection to their land, ever. So they've never been through a land rights process. There's never been a question about who owns the land. And the connections to authority to land it describes who a person is. It's where they fit within society, it's how they relate to other people. So it's just an integral part of every person's personality is attached in some way to the land.
Another day in paradise for Barra Boy.
I can see a rainbow on there, bright, bright, sunshine day. Oh yeah. Ooh. And the colors are beautiful, they were red.
The environment is something that's always there. It's not necessarily something that's spoken about a lot or out in the open because it's already there. And so the environmental management is there, and then the business and the investment is what's put on top of that. The older Tiwis always said we can develop some of our land, and when you think about it, 97% of the Tiwi Islands is undeveloped. So they've said we can develop up to 10% of our land to provide a life for our people. So it's just understood that the environment is looked after and protected, and everything has to fit into that, and it needs to be done properly.
And when rain stops falling, things turn so green and so nice, like paradise. The world smell of the rain.
We started to move forward. There's a big project on the Tiwi Islands, and let's give everyone a chance to do something.
And we all work together, try to achieve something for all people.
Bright sunny day, na 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 na
We're trying to do something for our people, and is to work with a lot of people if we can work together and to develop something for these people to get off welfare, and with the support of the government, good as gold, or it's just good for our people and good for both parties.
The investors want to come and talk to us, so we can make sure that other people around Australia, around the world, to come and see just what investment is all about, because it's very important. We get people from outside to see what we're doing, and the investors will know that we can work together side by side. The good relationship we got with them, the better. And we can attract more investment on the Tiwis.
I'd be happy if people want to invest money on the Tiwi Islands, provided that they do the right thing. You know, not just come and splash money and bribe my people to do things. They come here and do things properly, you know, and look at the future of the Tiwi people. And that is work hard and not bribe my people.
I think more investments will create more jobs and understanding of how we live and how we work, and we can do it in both worlds, working and talking. I think things will work the way it is now.
Tiwi Island is a unique place, and it's a special place for us Tiwi people, and we're not shutting Tiwi Island away from anyone. We have to attract investors. I'd like to talk to other people about our land. We need investors to come and invest on our land.
He will be in the land council the next one.